Okay, we can see your presentation. This means that we are good to go. So 3 minutes, stage is yours.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Nicholas. I'm CEO of Hymet Thermal Interfaces. And we're making advanced cooling materials for high-powered, compact, and complex electronics. I don't know if you can hear this at home, but that's the sound of electronics being cooled right now. So as you can tell, the problem is that electronics produce heat and need to be cooled. This is a fundamental problem, and it's growing. Okay, there are many trillion-dollar industries such as telecommunications, e-mobility, computing, consumer goods. All these depend on thermal interface materials and cooling. Now, although the applications are broad, we're focusing on battery thermal management to start. And as you can imagine, it is very important. In the best cases, it helps to keep your electronics running smoothly and efficiently. In the worst cases, it will help your phones, stop them from overheating on airplanes or your Teslas from lighting on fire in your driveway. So rather than the chemistry of the problem, we focused on the physics of the issue. And after 10 years of research and development, we are now bringing our solution to the market, which is a new composite heat-spreading material with the objective of increasing efficiency and performance in electronics. So how does it work? Well, basically, we take existing materials, combine them in a new way, and this results in something of a game-changing material. Effectively, we've been able to reduce the power consumption in certain electronics by over 30% in some of our testing, and this is really exciting because it translates directly to a 30% reduction in cost for the user. Right now, we're conducting proof of concept and pilot testing in the Baltics and the rest of Europe. We are going to be soon working on our prototype manufacturing line. And we really do see ourselves as putting our product into everything ranging from handheld power tools to satellites in orbit, kind of like an Intel Inside model. But we will need to partner with larger companies in order to scale production and distribution. We need the networks. So we've had quite good interest from local businesses, but we're also have a small but growing list of companies interested in samples and proof of concept studies outside of Europe as well. We were commercialized, we began in the commercialization reactor in 2020. And since then, we've gone through COVID, we've rebuilt our lab and sample production, we've started a pilot study, and we're moving on to our prototype manufacturing line. So our core team on the left side is experienced over 60 years of experience in research and design, specifically in thermal interface materials. And our advisory team is also growing, has a deep and insightful experience in the industry. Now, as pioneers in this field, we can actually create solutions for a number of different applications, including LEDs, heat sinks, and our favorite, which will be batteries. So it's a very exciting time to be in this field. It's a fundamental technology. And if you're looking for cool solutions to your hot electronics problems, please reach out. We'd love to talk about how our materials can change the world. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Warm applause. All right. Are there any questions from our judges? We can move straight to Q&A. Get your microphones.
Could you tell us a little bit more about your experience and the team experience in the field?
Right. Okay, so, sorry, hot mic. My experience, I'm an engineer by education, and I've been in startup for quite a few years now. But the inventor of the technology has actually, he's the one with the bulk of the experience, over 50 years in research and design. Our technology itself has been in development for over 10 years, and now it's reached a high enough TRL that we're ready to start bringing it to market.
And what's your IP strategy? So do you have any protection for your IP?
Right. So our IP lies in 2 patents right now, owned by the scientist, and we have license to use them. But he is also transferring innovation and improvements on those things since then. So those rest as trade secrets right now, but it's a ripe field for cultivation of IP in the future.
So one question from my side. I mean, you mentioned a couple of pilot customers so far on your slides, which was really impressive. And what was the outcome of those pilots? Are they now like paying customers? Are they still like developing this with you together, or what is the status?
Right. So the one that I'm most excited about right now is work with a company called Infineon. So we do have an ongoing pilot with them. And the interesting thing about new technologies is that you have to do things differently to use them. And so this is an interesting exploratory process for both them and us, and we're looking for more companies actually that are interested in pursuing this, because we all believe strongly that this is, and we've demonstrated that this is an effective technology for improving the way things work. But it also will take change in the way things work.
Cool. Maybe one follow-up question there. Also, what is like your timeline like? I mean, where are you right now in terms of product development, and when are you able to kind of go into the market and really sell this to your customers?
Right. So pilot study. Right. This is where product market gets the fit. So once we have the ideal product market fit, then we're going to be like chasing up on more IP, reaching out to more companies with that specific application in mind. It's very interesting. We originally thought we'd be going off of these sort of big name companies, Apple, Asus, et cetera, but they're not necessarily the ones that actually make the products, right? Foxconn, that's who you go after. Tier 1 electronics manufacturers are the ones that we are really seeking out. They will consume the most, they have the strongest background for innovation and development, and we're excited and interested to work with anybody that will take the gauntlet. So,
Perfect.
thank you.
Thank you so much. Big applause for